Hi guys, welcome back to the channel everyone. First, I want to apologize. I was off traveling to visit my friend who'd moved abroad and it messed up my upload schedule. So I'm going to work really hard to try and get back on a regular weekly uploading schedule, okay? So we're going to dive right in and you can see on screen a look for less and a designer version. First thing I want to point out, let me know in the comments if you like this format. I'm trying something new today where I've sort of got a split screen. So on the left, as you can see moving, will be the designer inspired by versions that I found. And on the right, you have what I think are the designer versions that have inspired our looks for less. So diving right in, on the right, we have this bag by Aspinal of London. It's the raffia crossbody bag in neutral colorway. Beautiful bag, love the brand by Aspinall. Now, what I will say on the left from Marks and Spencer's. So all the bags I'm showing you today, guys, are going to be from Marks and Spencer's, which is a UK store. Now, Marks and Spencer's carry bags from a range of brands. So currently, what you see on screen is by the brand Accessorize right here, okay? So we have a look for less in the accessorized woven crossbody bag. Now, significant price difference, £4.75 in the designer version, £28 with the version you can get from M&S, which stands for Marks and Spencer's. So M&S, you can purchase these bags online, and as you can see, availability is still there, but you could probably also find them in your local stores. And I've seen some of these in my local stores when I was there recently. Now, I personally think this is a good look for less. You can see the similarities in the faux leather trim with the M&S version at £28 versus the Aspinall branded version at a much higher price point. They've both got a crossbody leather strap, as you can see, okay? I think this is an excellent option. Here we have bag number 2 that I have for you guys, okay? The designer version is Bottega Veneta, but I have also found that Jimmy Choo have a similar style, okay? So it's this hobo leather shoulder bag style, and Bottega's got their hop large leather tote bag, which is what they've called it. So you can see with the designer version how it goes over the shoulder. And on the left, the look for less is from the M&S collection. It's their slouchy top handle shoulder bag, much healthier price point of £40, okay, in comparison to 3,670 from Bottega, or even if you wanted to do Jimmy Choo at £1,593, okay. So you can definitely see the similarities in the bag styles. I think this is a more apparent option, guys. Let me know in the comments if you disagree, okay. I think especially the Bottega to the M&S version is giving more look for less. Now I want to highlight the M&S version is sold out in the olive color, sold out in the burgundy, and currently still available in what they've called the putty, which is like a cream beige color, and the black. My preference of what color choice is left would be to get it in the black, and I am thinking about this. I don't have a bag in this particular style, so by my logic, I could add this to my bag collection, and it's a healthy price point and such a very good quote unquote dupe for the Bottega. So if I do purchase it, I will do a reveal, guys, okay? On screen, this is bag number 3, and I might need you to bear with me whilst I show you why it's a similar look for less, okay? So on the right, we have the Saint Laurent Eye Care medium in quilted Napa leather, okay? So the Saint Laurent version, I think this is a bag everyone's quite familiar with, okay? Now, if we look at the Saint Laurent from the back with no logo visible, and we contrast that with the version available on M&S, I think you kind of see the similarities now, hopefully, guys, okay? The other thing I want to point out is the Saint Laurent version has a purse, and you get a purse with the M&S version. The M&S version is again from the M&S collection, but it is faux leather, and they've called it a tote bag, and it's priced at £45, okay? It has got 2 reviews on site at the moment, and it's scoring pretty well. So this is another look for less that I think you can get at an amazing price point of £45 from M&S in comparison to the Saint Laurent version, which retails at £3,350, which is a significant cost point, okay? This is bag number 4, okay? Now, I think this is not that difficult to see why it's a look for less, okay? So on the right, we have the Coach Hannah carry-all bag, okay? It's £229, currently sold out. Now, I'm not sure if that was the clearance price or the full price, but what I want to highlight is if you look on your left, the option that you can get from M&S versus the Coach, you can see similarities in the leather strap. Okay, the shoulder leather strap on the one on the left is giving a similar designer inspired to the Coach version on the right. You have also got the leather trim at the top, and you've got this leather trim to the sides where the buckles are, similar to the Coach version. Okay, now I will say the M&S version is definitely most likely faux leather, and if we check the composition below, that confirms it, okay? But I think if Coach version is sold out, if maybe it's still available in Coach outlet at somewhere like Bicester Village, you could have a look. But if you're wanting that similar style, I think this version from M&S is a great find, and it's by the brand So Sandar. We're going to move on to the next bag. Now, again, I need you all to picture it with me, okay? On the left, we have Look for Less, and I believe it is very similar to the version that on the right is from Prada. So this is Prada's logo large suede shoulder tote bag, okay? So Prada has this in suede and they're selling it for 2,950, or you can get a suede bag from M&S from the brand Accessorize, which they carry at £60, significant savings. Now, if we check the composition on M&S, it does say it is 100% suede, the outer material, okay? So £60, you're getting suede. Now, if you disagree that this version that you can see on the right by Prada has a striking resemblance, or rather is what has inspired the version available at M&S, I have another option for you. A much cheaper designer price point is the Kurt Geiger option, which Kurt Geiger sells for $249. It's their Chelsea Slouch Hobo bag, okay? Now, the Kurt Geiger version is suede as well. So both of these are suede material. If you feel you're happy with the price point 249 from Kurt Geiger, this would be a great option as well. Now, I do think that you get obviously the Kurt Geiger logo, but I don't think you have to squint to see how it's a look for less. You know, it's got similar structure, it's got that similar slouch, and it's obviously can be worn shoulder or carried in the crook of your arm. Let's move on to the next bag I have for you guys. So this is currently what I found as bag number 6 in today's video. If you've been enjoying the video so far, guys, do give it a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing and joining our collective, okay? I'm definitely trying to put out videos where I highlight bags that are looks for less or designer inspired at a much healthier price point. Carrying on with the video, we have Radley. Now, Radley was at a higher price point, but is currently on sale. £65 and 40 pence. The Radley bag, I think, is a great inspired by similar version. You could even call it a dupe for the Stella McCartney that you see on the right, which retails at £744. Why is it inspired by? You've got that similar leather trim to the top, leather handles, and what appears to be a sort of linen canvas material with the logo. So obviously, if you wanted the Stella McCartney logo, you'd have to go for the Stella McCartney price point. But if you're happy to have Radley, you get this at £65, 40 pence, call it £66. Now, the good thing I'd say with the Radley version, in my opinion, is that if you turned it towards the back, you don't have any logos that are showing, so you could carry it this way. If you're happy with the logo, you carry it the way the models got it, okay? The other thing I wanted to point out that M&S currently has the Radley bag at this price point available in brown, but also available in the black, okay? So currently you have a choice, guys, okay? And I definitely think looking at it in the black Radley version, it even looks more designer inspired in comparison to the Stella McCartney version. Okay, guys? Now, with the Stella McCartney, you do get this internal pouch. With the Radley, all you get is an internal flap pocket, and I'm going to highlight that here, okay? So you don't get a separate pouch like the designer version, but you've got an internal pocket with a zip. Okay guys, this is bag number 7 and I'm going to start you off with these two images. And I'm hoping that everyone can see why this is an inspired by Look for Less, okay? Hopefully with these two images left and right, you can see the similarities in the colorway, in the structure of the bag and the strap. Now, the bag on the right is available from Loewe and they retail at £1,550. It's their small leather QB crossbody bag. The bag on the left, however, is on M&S from the brand White Stuff. The first thing I want to highlight, guys, this is really good value because it is 100% real leather, as you can see here. The outer material is 100% leather with 100% cotton lining. I also think this is an excellent value in comparison to the designer one it's been inspired by, in my opinion, because you do have this external pocket, pouch pocket, and on the back you also have an external zip pocket. So you have a few more compartments with the White Stuff branded version, and you also have this attached coin purse. Okay, maybe you can take a few cards, but I would categorize that as more of a coin purse. So you get a lot more bang for your buck with the version available on M&S at £65, saving well over 1,400 and something. Okay, now I do want to point out that they do have it available in a colorway that is called tan. Okay, so if you didn't want that deep brown, you can get it in this tan colorway, and that is also a gorgeous colorway as well. But my preference would be to get it in the darker brown, which I think is more of a look for less in comparison to the Loewe version. Before we move on to the next bag, this is well reviewed, guys. Almost 5 stars, 32 reviews, and you can scroll through. Very complimentary. Similar for the tan version. 22 reviews, 4.3. Okay. So now we have bag number 8, guys, and I'm pretty certain that we can see how the version on the left is giving look for less for the version on the right. On the right, we have the Ferragamo leather saddle crossbody bag, initially over £1,000, £1,323 and some change. It went down in the clearance to £555.94. So it was 57% off. It's still available, guys. That is quite a significant reduction if you're wanting a Ferragamo bag. On the left, I think, however, if you don't want to spend that much, but you want this similar shape, then I would suggest that the version available from M&S by Cole and Han, so Cole and Han is the brand, is a good option. Now, the Ferragamo is a leather strap, whereas the Cole and Han is a chain strap, as you can see here, okay? But you have got that same curvature to the bottom of the bag, that saddle bag shape, okay? Now, the one thing I do want to point out with this bag is it is 100% leather. So for £72, the version from Cohan, which they've titled the EV Leather Chain Strap Saddle Bag, is reduced from 120 to 72. The version they had in ivory is currently sold out, but it is still available in the black. And again, if you want a saddle bag that's in leather, this is available in £72. This is available at £72 price point from M&S. But obviously, if you want and you've been wanting to add a Ferragamo to your collection, this is currently 57% off on the right. So this is bag number 9, the last bag in today's video. So I honestly think that this is giving very much look for less, okay? You look on the left, you look on the right. You can see it's got a chain strap. It's got that weave pattern to the bag, and it's got a drawstring closure. I've shown you the designer version from Bottega Veneta, which they've called their dust bag soiree medium leather clutch, retailing for £2,220. That's not a bad price point for Bottega. Not a price point I want to pay. However, if you're interested in this style from M&S, from the brand Dune London, you can get the cotton rich drawstring chain strap shoulder bag, okay? It has got a review which is scoring very well. It is currently on sale, reduced from £149 to £74.50. It's available in the color blue. We know Bottega do their bags in a range of colors. I'm sure they have something in the blue spectrum as well. but I'm just showing you the comparison so you can see the similarity in that weave material pattern, the drawstring pattern, and the fact that, as you can see on the M&S version, you get two straps. You get the gold strap and you get the leather, well, faux leather strap, yeah? On the Bottega version, it has also got the gold strap, and as you can see in this upcoming picture, it also has a leather strap. So with the Bottega version, you get two straps. You get the same thing with the version from M&S from Dune, the brand, okay? And I will point out the Bottega version is in gold hardware as well, which the version from Dune London available on M&S is also in gold version. So again, significant price point and saving. And I would recommend, if you're uncertain, you want to spend 2 grand plus, or you're just not sure if this style is for you, and you're happy that it's not leather, because the version on M&S is indeed a 65% cotton on the external and polyester mix, then I would recommend this. And it's a lovely colorway, perfect for spring. So that brings us to the end of the video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're a new viewer and you've just discovered the channel, I hope you stick around. Hope you consider subscribing. If you've enjoyed the video, guys, do give it a thumbs up, and I'll see everyone in my next video. Bye.